that it's going to have a flat surface, it don't mean that nothing's going to be on that runway. I've seen it where they closed down the air station that I was stationed at in the Navy, and they actually put things on the flight line, and I've seen them put things on one of the runways as well. Now that runway would have an X on it. If you are approaching something like that, you see an X on. If you're approaching any airport runway and you see an X on the runway, you know that that means it's closed. So you want to be mindful of that. But at least land close by there. There's a good chance that someone's going to be around. This is kind of out in the boonies as you can see, but someone is out. There's a good chance that someone is going to be near there.
JUDTH is coming up ahead, another point in space. The desert's getting wider now, no buildings, just a place. The sun orange spreads for miles, no airports to be found, just me and the A50RG, the only game in town. 75 minutes in, and I've never felt so small. The desert has a way of making you feel 10 feet tall. The silence is a language that the city never speaks. This is why I leave the ground to find what flying seeks. The painted rocks are off to north, a smudge against the sky. Gila Bend is somewhere south, a town that's passed me by. The air is thin, the engine's strong, the gauge is all red-green. The most alone I've ever felt, the most I've ever been. In the cockpit, in the desert, in the middle of the day, I'm exactly where I want it, not a single thing to say. Just the sound of air and engine, just the hum of what I built. And every mile I put behind me, I absorb the guilt. JUDTH is in the logs now, the desert's all I see. Sometimes the best companion is the sky and me.
And if you're a passenger on the plane, you actually, I consider my passengers as almost not required crewmen, but I utilize them. There's this thing that's discussed in the aviation community called cockpit resource management. And what that means is the FAA wants you to be aware of and utilize every resource in that cockpit. I only have one set of eyes, and I can't look in two directions at the same time. But the more passengers I have, the more directions they can look at. And I let them know in the brief that I know you've heard the term before, if you see something, say something. That's so important when you're flying as in a private aircraft or any aircraft. If you see something that the crew may not see, let them know. Flying alone, if you're up front and I become incapacitated, you know the basics. I've shown you the basics of during the brief on how to control that airplane, how to key the mic on the radio, and how to say Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. And look around, passengers in the back seat. Guess what their job is? Um, aft observers. The passenger in the front seat, you're the forward observer. Look for anything. I may miss. It's hard to see other aircraft sometimes. So I test the passengers with that, as well as myself, of course. So I mentioned earlier how you're able to get the ATIS information, automatic terminal information service, from a military base if they display it. I'm looking at one here. This is Gila Bend uh, Auxiliary Air Force, and it has a tower frequency, but it does not have ATIS. And what? So I cannot get that the ATIS from them. Well, I can. This was a live environment. What you could do is call the tower. I could tune into 1 2. Let me get you over to where I'm talking about. So this is that airbase I was telling you about. So this is us. We're in this area. We're going to get the most accurate ATIS information from uh, Gila Bend or Gila Bend. Someone can leave a comment to make sure I correct it right. I would call the tower up at 127.17. I'm sorry, 127.75, and ask them for the ATIS, and they would give it to me. Or I think we're in the Albuquerque area center. I could call them up and they can give it to me also. Now we're coming up on that bend I was telling you that we each time we come up on the end of fix. Here it is, Gila Bend BOR, Vortex. TAC is the military side of that. I'm anticipating it kind of veering off in the opposite direction, and maybe left and right, or overturning to the right. Let's see what it does here coming up. Here we go. Look at that. Boom. And it caught me off guard the first one, but every single one has been right on the money where it's supposed. Excuse me, where it's supposed to be. So no panic. So let me zoom out. I'm looking for somewhere I can change my altimeter setting, because even though this is a sim, it can be important. I mean, well, yeah, the altimeter can still be important. So we're here.